Very good morning, students. Today we will be studying about the next topic, polynomial function. So far we have studied about linear function, quadratic function. So in today's class we will be studying about the polynomial function. So let f of x be a polynomial whose general order will be an x to the power of n plus a n minus 1 x to the power of n minus 1 plus so on plus a naught. So this is the general polynomial function where we are going to call a n minus 1, a naught, a n minus 2, a n minus 3. These all are called as coefficients of the given polynomial. Now the polynomials based on the degree, we can call it as, for example, if I am writing a polynomial x square minus 5x plus 10 into x power 7. So this polynomial we are going to, though it is not in the proper order as per the standard form, we will convert into standard form, but without converting into the standard form also we can say that degree is 7. So degree in the sense whatever the highest power for the variable it is there, that we are going to call it as the degree. So it is called as a 7th degree polynomial. 7th degree polynomial. If for example x power 4 plus 10 x square plus 8x cube. So this is called as 4th degree polynomial. We can call it as 4th degree polynomial. Now for example if I am writing here 8, a number, what is the degree of this polynomial? Now generally we can say this 8 as a constant term. It's not a there is no variable at all. We can see that there is no variable. So in this case, for a number, for a constant, the degree will be 0. How it will be 0 means 8 can be written as 8x power 0. Anything power 0, a power 0, the answer is 1. So I can write it as x power 0, also answer is 1. So the degree of the constant number will be always 0. Now, based on the degrees, we have classified into 4 types. If the degree of polynomial, if degree of the polynomial is 1, we will call it as a linear polynomial. Same, if the degree of the polynomial is 2, we will call it as a quadratic polynomial. If the degree is 3, we will call it as a cubic polynomial. And if degree is 4, we have to call it as quadric polynomial. So degree is 5, 5th degree polynomial, degree is 6, 6th degree polynomial, like that we can define it. So these are the special types of polynomials. Now based on the graph, here students, based on the graph, we can easily say that which type of polynomial it is. Now why I am saying based on the graph means here, for example, let us take this graph. Now this graph is touching the x-axis at how many points here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So since it is touching at 5 points, this is called as 5th degree polynomial graph. I am not saying what is the question of this, but I am saying that this is the 5th degree polynomial graph. If your graph is touching at only 3 points, so 1, 2, if the graph is touching at 3 points, it is called as a cubic polynomial. But because the degree is 3 now, so we are going to call it as a cubic polynomial. Next topic, students. In this polynomial function, next, division function. Let us see the topic of division function. Let f of x and g of x be 2 polynomial functions. Okay, f of x is one polynomial function, g of x is another polynomial function. If I am performing division f of x by g of x, which is in the rational form, So according to the theorem, we can write it as f of x is equals to q of x into g of x plus r of x. So in general words, this can be written as dividend is equals to divisor into quotient. Q stands for quotient plus R stands for remainder. So this is a general scenario we can take like this: 7 divided by 15. 7 to the 14, 1. So what is the dividend here? 15. This is dividend. And this is divisor. Here this is quotient and this is a remainder. So dividend is 15 is equals to 15 can be written as divisor into quotient, add a remainder. So 7 into 2 plus 1. 7 to the 14, 14 plus 1 is 15. This rule we are just writing in terms of functions. Which function here? Division function. Next, remainder theorems. Let us talk about a remainder theorem. If f of x is divided by x minus x, then remainder is f of a. Then the remainder is f of a. So for understanding purpose here, remainder theorem, for example, if a polynomial function is given f of x is equals to 2x square minus 7x plus 10. So if I am saying that 2 is the remainder, 2 is the remainder means if I substitute x in place of x as 2, if I am going to solve this, I need to get the answer as 0. If I am getting the answer as 0, then I can call it as 2 is the remainder of this polynomial. Now let us see one important concept in this polynomial, students. See, polynomials, the very important concept is 1 0 of a polynomial. If 1 0 of a polynomial is of form a plus root b. A plus root b. This we are talking about a polynomial, zeros of the polynomial, who is having quadratic. We can directly say it as a quadratic polynomial. Okay. Instead of no need of confusing, we will make it as a confirmation to a quadratic polynomial. So in quadratic polynomial, we are going to have two zeros, that are two roots. If suppose one root is a plus root b, then other root will be in form of a minus root b. A minus root b. So directly we can make, if here a minus root b means we can write here a plus root b. Now we have done one question in exercise 2.4. Actually it has given one root as 1 plus root 5. So in that case you can directly write the other root as 1 minus root 5. So we can replace that question with this answer. We will be doing later. So 1 plus root 5, one question is there in exercise 2.3. That we have done in different manner now. Now by this rule we can directly make that alpha is this one means beta will be 1 minus root 5. If suppose 3 plus 3 minus 4 root 2 is 1 0. So in polynomial it can become 3 plus 4 root 2. Why? Because the conjugate will be the other root. The other root will be in the form of conjugate. We can call it as a conjugate. Conjugate means the symbols will change here. Plus will become minus, minus will become plus, based on the question. See, what are the problems? Problems means questions of polynomials we can come across. Only two types of problems we can come across. Find the zeros of the polynomial. Find the zeros of the polynomial, first question. Second question, form a polynomial, frame a polynomial or form a polynomial. So these two type of questions are going to arise in our polynomials topic. Now, yes, next topic here, identity. We are talking about an identity. Identity in the sense, it clearly gives the meaning that an equation, for example, let us take a formula a plus b whole square is equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. This is generally an equation. Now this equation, if I want to call an identity, then all the values of, if I substitute any value of a or b, any value of a or b, then the left hand side answer and right hand side answer must satisfy the same answer. If you are getting the left hand side answer as 10, the right hand side answer must be also 10. Then I can call this as an identity. So identity is replaced with 3 lines. So that is about the identities. Next question, students. Exercise 2.6, question number 4. Solve 2x plus 1 whole square minus 3x plus 2 whole square is equals to 0. So, simple question. 2x plus 1 whole square minus 3x plus 2 whole square is equals to 0. Let me transpose. So 2x plus 1 whole square is equals to 3x plus 2 whole square. Minus number if I can transpose. Square number if I transpose, it will become 2x plus 1 is equals to plus or minus root of 3x plus 2 whole square. Square and root gets cancelled. 2x plus 1 is equals to plus or minus 3x plus 2. In this we have 2. So 2x plus 1 is equals to 3x plus 2. Or the other case, 2x plus 1 is equals to minus of 3x plus 2. So 1 minus 2 is equals to 3x minus 2x. Minus 1 is equals to x. Here 2x plus 1 is equals to minus 3x minus 2x. So 5x is equals to minus 3. That implies x is equals to minus 3 by 5. Let us see this method of undetermined coefficients. So far the polynomial questions, we have the coefficients, means for example 2x square minus 3x plus 5. This is a polynomial in which the coefficients we have known. But now we will be solving method of undetermined coefficients, means we will be finding how to get these values, how to get this a value, b value and c value. That is called as method of undetermined coefficients. So how to get these values here? So answer, find a quadratic polynomial f of x such that f of 0 is equals to 1, f of 1 is equals to 0, f of minus 2 is equals to 0. So quadratic polynomial first. So quadratic polynomial, that is f of x is equals to ax square plus bx plus c. This is a quadratic polynomial. First case, f of 0 is equals to 1. Means in place of x substitute 0. F of 0, a into 0 square plus b into 0 plus c. So it is 1. Why? Because f of 0 is 1. 0 plus 0 plus c. That is c value is 1. So remember that c value is 1. Now let us do this. Next condition, f of 1 is 0. Now let us substitute f of 1. That is a into 1 square plus b into 1 plus c. So f of 1 is 0. 0 is equals to a plus b. F of 1 is 0. A plus b, c value is how much here? 1. So this is the value. So this we can treat it as first equation. Next, f of minus 2 is 0. So that is f of minus 2 is equals to a into minus 2 whole square plus b into minus 2 plus c. f of minus 2 value is 0 is equals to 4a minus 2b plus c value is 1. We can mark this as second equation. Now solving 1 and 2. Solving first equation and second equation. So let us write the first equation here. A plus, we can multiply with 2, 2a plus 2b plus 1 is equals to 0. 4a minus 2b plus 1 is equals to 0. First equation I have multiplied by 2 students, so that's why it changed like this. So addition, these two gets cancelled. So 6a plus here 2. 6a plus 3 is equals to 0. 6a is equals to minus 3. So a is equals to minus 3 by 6, which is minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2. So substitute these values. A is equals to minus 1 by 2 in equation 1. Substitute a is equals to minus 1 by 2 in equation 1. So 0 is equals to a is minus 1 by 2 plus b plus 1. So minus 1 by 2 plus 1. It will be plus 1 by 2. 1 by 2 plus b is equals to 0. So b value also minus 1 by 2. Now we got a value, b value and c value. Now let us write all these values in our quadratic polynomial. So our standard form is ax square plus bx plus c. F of x is equals to a value is minus 1 by 2 x square plus minus 1 by 2 x plus 1. So LCM we can take 1 by 2 as common. Minus 1 by 2, so it will become x square plus x minus 2. Next, let us see example 2.17. Construct a cubic polynomial function with the rational coefficients having zeros at x is equals to 2 by 5, 1 plus root 3, such that f of 0 is equals to minus 8. He is talking about a cubic polynomial, students. He is talking about a cubic polynomial. Means first let us write what is the standard cubic polynomial here. Ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus b. This is our standard cubic polynomial. Now in this we have given how many zeros here? 2 zeros are given. The zeros are actually the zeros are what? Alpha, beta and gamma. So alpha is given as 2 by 5, beta is given as 1 plus root 3. So previous to this we have discussed one thing, that whenever in your polynomial a plus root b if it is there, or else a minus root b if it is there, then what will be the other root? It will be gamma 1 minus root 3. If suppose here 2 plus root 3 is there, means 2 minus root 3. 7 plus root 8 is there, means 7 minus root 8. Whatever it is, we can write by using the definition of the polynomials what we have discussed earlier. Now we got alpha, beta and gamma. So what is the general form here? F of x is equals to a, some arbitrary constant here, into x minus alpha into x minus beta into x minus gamma. So we need to get this a value. We will find out that a value. Now let us substitute here. F of x is equals to a into x minus alpha, means x minus 2 by 5 into x minus beta, that is x minus of 1 plus root 3, x minus gamma, x minus of 1 minus root 3. That's close. In this, he has given the condition that f of 0 is minus x. We have given in the question f of 0 is minus x. Now let us apply this condition. In place of x, substitute 0. F of 0 is equals to a as it is 0 minus 2 by 3 into 0 minus means it will become minus 1 minus root 3. So it will become minus 1 plus root 3. F of 0 value is there in the question, minus 8 is equals to a into minus 2 by 3. These two are in the form of a minus b into a plus b. We can write it as a square minus b square. So minus 8 into 3 by minus 2 is equals to a into 1 minus 3. So minus minus gets cancelled, to 1s are 2, 4s are 4, 3s are 12. 12 is equals to a into minus 2. A value will be minus 6. A value we got it as minus 6. So that minus 6 we will substitute in it. So what we are going to get here, f of x is equals to a is minus 6 now, minus 6 into x minus 2 by 5 into x minus of 1 plus root 3 into x minus of 1 minus root 2. Let us multiply this first. So these two will keep as such, x minus 2 by 5. So if I open up the bracket here, what we are going to get here? X minus 1 minus root 3 into x minus 1 plus root 3. So here you can see that it is in the form of, this is a, this is b. This is a, here it is b. So a minus b into a plus b. If it is in the form of a minus b into a plus b, we can write it as a square minus b square. So that is minus 6 into x minus 2 by 5. A square minus root 3 whole square. So minus 6 into x minus 2 by 5. A minus b square, x square minus 2x plus 1 minus 3. So minus 6 into x minus 2 by 5 into x square minus 2x minus 2. Now here we will multiply this binomial into this. So what we are going to get here? X into x square, x cube minus 2x square minus 2x minus 2 by 5 x square plus 4 by 5x minus into minus plus 4 by 5. Now at last we have to multiply with 6. But is there any like terms here? These two are like terms and these two are like terms. So let us replace that equation. That is x cube minus here minus 2x square minus 2 by 5. Means let me do here calculation, minus 2 by 5. 5 2s are 10. So minus 10 minus 2 means minus 12 by 5. X square. Here minus 2 plus 4 by 5. Minus 2 plus 4 by 5. 5 2s are 10. Minus 10 plus 4 is minus 6 by 5x plus 4 by 5. Next, we will multiply with the constant number. So it will become minus 6x cube minus 72x square by 5 minus 36. So it's a minus number now. It will become plus. Here also plus by 5 minus 24 by 5. So 5 is the overall LCM. So 5 6 are 30. So answer is minus 30x cube plus 72x square plus 36x minus 24. If I take minus common, so 30x cube minus 72x square plus 36x minus 36x plus 24. This is our cubic polynomial.